Ayurveda greetings, Meenakshi. Meenakshi, if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, fabulous. Oh, this is really early for you, yes?
But I'm used to waking up early, around 5 o'clock. It's a normal time for me.
Okay. Oh, that's fabulous. So you are used to Ayurvedic Dincharya, huh?
Repeat, right?
So Ayurvedic Dincharya, yes? For you.
Yes, I can in my practice and in my personal life also. And I tell other people also the benefit of getting up early and
Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
thank you so much for
Okay. So tell me, we're just going to have just a discussion between us and what we both are doing and what you're doing, especially where you are.
it's a similar kind of, that falls on complementary medicine. So the way here in the United States, it differs from state to state. Not every state can practice without having any license under the complementary medicine. But the state where I am, sponsors really good when it comes to natural medicines or the Ayurveda. So
Okay.
that's how it works here.
And where are you exactly?
A little down south in the United States.
Okay. Right. So great. So means there is probably a bit more awareness about Ayurveda.
Yeah, the awareness is there. A lot of people nowadays know about Ayurveda. When I started in 2002, then you like more focus on telling people that how Ayurveda is, what type of Indian medicines are, and always with the preparations, they will ask you, okay, which one I can take, ashwagandha or the brahmi. So it is a now uh, familiar pattern. If you see that Ayurveda is flourishing on the global scale, and a lot more people are getting aware of Western medicine.
Yes, it is definitely getting popular, as we know. And how do you practice? Tell me, because I've never spoken to you before. So tell me, how do you practice? You have a clinic at home, or you have a clinic outside, and what do you do?
I have clinic at home also. I have access from various places. My company is IU Roots, and we do also. Total focus on overall health with the help of Dincharya, which is the core concept of and applications. And yes, all the Ayurveda core therapies which we can do as per. So, we run the courses also on Ayurveda, like Ayurveda basic consultant
Yeah.
long duration one is right now it is a 700 hours.
Right. So your clinic is at home, is it? I
It's a yoga studio come the Ayurveda spa, and
okay.
from there also I practice.
Right, right. So you are at a couple of different venues, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, fabulous. I would like to ask you about your marketing, but let's ask that afterwards. So first, let me ask you about, the kind of patients that you see. So and before that, what is Ayurveda for you? How would you describe Ayurveda in your words for people
In
who
my
don't,
word,
people who are listening to us?
okay. In my word, Ayurveda is actually how I incline towards Ayurveda. My grandma who used to take me to the Vaidya, and within 2 days it was like without having any side effects. I a point for me in my life. And as I grew up, my mom is a homeopathic doctor, so it was like in the family also. It was natural, and I want to do like everybody. I won't lie that I wanted to pursue Ayurveda. I thought, no, I want to become a Western doctor. Then I realized I want to go because of my health conditions and other things. Then I decided, okay, this one, the therapies or the medicines which are making and make other people also feel better by giving them the benefit of the natural things.
Yeah,
Ayurveda actually works on all levels, not only focus on the physical symptoms,
yeah.
but also on the spiritual, all the five senses also. And that's how I feel about Ayurveda. That when we incline ourselves towards the nature,
Yeah, yeah.
the nature without our input from that.
Hmm. So it's natural, it's holistic, and you have a personal story related to it. Yes. Yeah. So you have
Yeah.
used it in your life. Yeah.
Us who now by heart knows when there is a cold and cough what to take. We have a whole Ayurveda know that okay, do we take one, do we take two, they ask, but they know. So it's like practicing in home also, the same concept which are
Hmm. Okay. That's nice. So it's in the family. It started from your grandmom, your mom, and now down to your kids. Yeah. I think you're really getting my voice late.
yeah, a little bit late.
Yeah. So I was saying that it's all in the family. Elders have used it, you're using it, your kids are using it.
Only. And the kids also now more inclined towards the Ayurveda compared to the we
Hmm.
call the Western. So yeah, they see the benefit of that. It takes a little bit longer to recover, but without having any side effects. Where the other allopathy medicines.
So you're saying it takes longer to recover, but with it. person recovers better without any side effects.
Yes, a little longer, but without any side effects. Especially when it comes to kids, it's hard for them to follow the diet.
Yeah.
Course of duration of illness prolongs, but once they recover, then we just don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. That's nice because you have a wonderful testimony coming from your family, and then you're utilizing that going forward and utilizing that with your patients as well.
Yes, out of this when they come back and tell you that yeah, those herbs or those therapies are helpful, whatever you wanted to, and that gives the full satisfaction also that you are practicing where you
Yeah. Yeah, it is satisfying. Yes.
believe. Yes.
Mm. Okay. And what other kind of patients you see? Obviously, you are treating family as well. You're seeing kids also. What other kind of conditions you see mainly where you practice?
It's a lot of conditions. If we talk, it's a lot of diversify. Ashish, I wouldn't say is during my MD, I had done research on neurotonic herbs on NURSs, which is a bedwetting in children.
Okay.
That is the primarily. Apart from that, I'm seeing a lot of chronic cases of arthritis, osteoarthritis. Few of are like Parkinson's and
Oh,
all
okay.
other critical cases. Definitely say that with that improves when the approach is right and when you choose looking at the other aspects also. Since we don't say that okay, stop the if you want to stop, you just consult your primary care physician. But these are the things which we can do. You can have a additional benefit or you can improve the quality health conditions are.
Yeah, so you see a lot of mixture of patients. You're not specializing in a particular area.
Area, but as I said, the most are if we see stress, anxiety, depression,
Mm.
and ADHD, hospitalization in neurotonic herbs. So that is one thing. But apart from that, other people seek consultation for those conditions.
Mm. Right. Okay. So mainly lot to do with stress. Yeah, as you've mentioned.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And this stress is particular to any particular age group you see?
Nowadays, kids they are stressed for the studies and other peer pressure. So I don't say that it is more routines with the stress and depression, other than our age group or
Even the
the older
youngsters,
people.
yeah?
Come again, please.
Even the youngsters are so stressed out, yes?
Youngsters are more stressed out because the other things, and the social media also plays an important role.
Mm,
A lot
mm.
of kids, if you see nowadays, they are always
Right. So tell me, just explain for us if you have somebody around 18 to 20-year-old coming to you for stress, what would be your protocol without mentioning going into the specifics, but what would be general management plan for you?
general management plan. If I'll always the one thing when you correct the way of breathing, then a lot of stress when you exhale properly, a lot of stress you let it go.
So
The
breathing is
person
important, yes.
yes, breathing
Mm,
is important. Sleep is another thing. The diet is also important. When you do the without having any additives or the preservatives, that also makes a huge difference. And when you are connecting your mind, the food itself becomes a healing thing. And then also you will see the all the stresses because of the this hormonal imbalance, the stress also goes down. And then when you focus more on the breathing and be present, that also like incorporating some herbs or the shirodhara also, and if not only the
mm, yes.
yeah.
So giving internal herbs and then doing therapies like Shirodhara is one of them. Like another thing would be to do head massages, um, and then counseling them as well. Yeah.
Counseling them as well, and if it's like a whole body massage also,
Hmm. Yeah.
that also
Remember,
helps
yeah.
because the massage is the one thing. If you see the abhyanga part,
Mm.
abhyanga works on the parasympathetic nervous system, and parasympathetic nervous system, when we activate with the help of abhyanga, which is a warm oil massage, that helps in bringing the stress level down.
Mm.
So not only Shirodhara, but whole body massage or Abhyanga, as in few cases, Nasyam also is a very powerful in bringing down the stress level as well as works on other mode of
Yeah. So Nasya, you mentioned also. So all these things combined, you would approach, youngsters for anybody suffering from even from headaches and migraines and stress. Yeah, if they can't concentrate on their studies.
yes, and stress is there, lack of concentration is there, and as well as when they feel a little bit anxious also. Animal therapies works beautifully as per Ayurveda and as per my experience also.
Mm, mm. Okay, that's encouraging to hear that we can do so much naturally, and we don't have to just go down the route of I don't know what they offer. They sometimes offer even antidepressants to youngsters as well if they're really overwhelmed and feeling low. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. In that way, Ayurveda does have the answer for all these things, and without giving any side effects.
Yeah. So natural things, because that's, one of the key message that I want to get across through this show, which we are starting, is what people can do naturally. Yeah. And the point is that so many people don't even know that there is something natural that they can do. Once they know, then chances are they will use it, but they don't even know that they can do something natural. Yeah. So that's where I really want to reach out to people, where they think, oh, wow, this is something I've heard new. Maybe I should try this. I don't have to take any medication, or those medications have so many side effects. So maybe I could use, Ayurvedic massages or some natural herbs if indicated, and then do some pranayama and some yoga exercise, and then feel better.
Definitely, Ayurveda really works beautifully on. You just take an example of having getting cold and cough, and you tell people, okay, the last night you had an ice cream, and that eating that,
Mm.
and just see how the effects are. And then when they see that that effect is really, really there,
Yeah. Yeah.
they can do to maintain the healthy body.
Yeah. So just tweaking, small things in everyday life, just changing one thing at a time and understanding it.
Definitely, yeah. Small changes, and making that what is the importance of that, because we all know as a Ayurveda physician or the Ayurveda practitioners that why it is because that's how your circadian rhythm works. And when we keep on doing the late nights and all, health issues, then we see why we are living a healthy lifestyle and we are eating very healthy organic food,
Yeah.
non-GMO food. We all are having these things. Then
Yeah.
why these health issues? We have a concept of thrice thumb, which is Ahar Nidra Brahmacharya, where
That's right.
Ahar is
Yeah.
and those part when we take care, then we can maintain harmony and we can maintain the balance also.
Yeah. Yeah. I was teaching
Yeah.
just this weekend. I was talking about Ahar, Nidra, and Brahmacharya there. So you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, we know that Ayurveda works really well with all ages, but how can we utilize the knowledge and the wisdom that we have from Ayurveda, for women's health? And would you agree with me that we need to look after women's health much more? Because I think we need to look after girls and women's health a bit more than we are doing right now.
Definitely, we need to be more aware of taking care of female health because female are the key factors of even if they are working also, they are doing the double work. They are taking care of the families, they are doing the household work, and then they are doing the outside work. And in some cultures, I would say that the women are the one who are the neglected most one.
Mm, yeah.
So when it comes to the family, not on the woman. So if you see, the women are more stressed also because taking care of as a mom, as a driver, as a office at the office place also. So many hats women are putting in that creates a lot of typical I would say, care which comes from the natural way. And Ayurveda can be very, very helpful. And we all know that which we see from the ages, from the teenage, there are different things which your grandma might have told you, or your mom, how to maintain good skin, how to keep balance with all the aspects in the physical level, mental level, and also daily dinacharya also. That can be also very, very helpful. How we educate? Yeah, we need to educate the others also. Bringing more people on board and telling yes, Ayurveda can be helpful and everybody's help.
Yeah, yeah. So yes, because I work with women's fertility a lot, and also that I'm probably a bit of a feminist, so I do find and some of the statistics that I have seen regarding women's health across the world, and we know what happens in India and countries like India, is that there is so much neglect on women's health part. And I think by the just sheer fact that they have to bear a child, at least most of them, or the ones who wish to, then we need to look after their health, and we need to then that way, educate those mothers who have girls, younger girls, and then also to educate younger girls as well how to look after themselves, and then how they can then carry on that information for probably for their girls.
That's true. We need to more and more educate them to taking care of themselves also, not to neglect their health also. Especially women, they don't take care of their own health. Their health comes at the last because of the family priorities and other commitments. It's okay
Yeah.
to take a little downtime. Don't feel that you have to finish it. Overnight, if you want to go and rest up, that should be your priority. Those things can take care in the morning, can be taken care in the morning. So when you are overwhelmed or you are more stressed out, then take little downtime and don't feel that you are taking that time from your family or your from work time. Because if, as a woman, if we are not feeling healthy, we can't give our 100% to the other people, irrespective of kids or so. So for that, it is really important to educate women to take care of themselves, take a little bit
Mm.
time, me time is
Yeah, to take the time out to rest a little bit, and also not just about that, we also need to teach our girls how to look at the menstruation, the whole thing about menstruation, and then there is pregnancy and all the changes that women go through. And because women go through much more drastic changes as compared to men, there is so much that women need to be aware of, girls need to be aware of, that what does it entail, and how they can get help with some natural things, little small things that they can do to, not suffer as much through period pain or through whatever conditions they may have. Because you probably see, I see this day in, day out, so many women suffering from simple things, which can be very simply um, not treatable. If not treatable, at least we can manage that. But they just don't have awareness. They don't know that with Ayurveda or with any natural remedy, they can do something a little bit different and then get that help. So I think that's, where we have huge education to do to talk to our girls more and discuss this more. You probably get youngsters, you probably get a lot of young girls as well. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And all the hormonal issues, especially menstruation, and lot of female, if I see in, I don't know about kids who are on contraceptives
Mm,
for the various reasons. And that also count towards a lot of hormonal issues slowly. These are the small things which you can do at on daily basis, and that's how you can maintain the harmony in the teens, like because the teens are it's little trickier and little hard to convince them
mm, yeah, probably.
when
Mm, okay. So we both know that Ayurveda is great and it can do wonders if used well and if it's used under proper supervision of a Vaidya or an Ayurvedic practitioner. Yeah. But I want to also
yeah.
know, from you because I am personally very interested in practitioners who have their practices, who have set up their successful and running successfully wherever they are in the world. I want to know more about it as a business because I get these inquiries, as you might have heard me saying before. I get these inquiries from all around and so much from India and other places as well. People want to set up and people want to go and work in other countries. And so many practitioners who, brilliant practitioners, but they are not having success at practicing, what they really love. What would you say you have done differently, in your business? I'm not talking about it as a practice. I'm talking it about your practice as a business. How did you start?
um I like you also, whenever I get a lot of inquiries. And one thing I want to make it clear that Ayurveda is not recognized anywhere in the world
Yeah.
as of now, apart from India.
Yes.
The type of practice is not like as a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
In the United States, we cannot call ourselves as a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say, I'm sorry, that is not gonna how it works here. You can call yourself as a Vaidya or Ayurveda practitioner based upon your credential, but definitely as a Ayurveda Vaidya, I cannot prescribe anything. I can only recommend things. And though I know the allopathy aspect also during the BMS curriculum and also during the MD curriculum also.
Yes.
But then also we cannot practice. There are considered as a you are practicing without having a medicinal license. That is the one thing that everybody who has this query, they should know the scope of practice of Ayurveda in other countries. So, a big no if you are coming with the mindset of practicing at
Yeah.
a lot of undergo different trainings so that they can incorporate Ayurveda practice. They go for licensed massage therapist, licensed health, or even the physiotherapy also. Or few people I have known that they have gone for to have some additional thing under your belt to practice Ayurveda legally.
Uh-huh.
Then also, which we used to do in India, it is not at all possible doing it here. So you modify according to law,
Mm. Yeah.
modify according to in United States.
Yes. So you change according to the law of the land. You modify a little bit, and as you said, I think that's a really huge point. For people to understand, and especially all the Vedas and Ayurvedic doctors who are in India, for them to understand that in India you are a doctor. Anywhere outside India, you are not considered a doctor. So that shift for me is the biggest shift. Yeah, because in India you can open a practice, patients start walking in. Here it's not like that because nobody sees you as a doctor. So even if you open a clinic, nobody is going to come. And legally you're not allowed to call yourself doctor. So you can't open a clinic as a doctor. Yes.
Definitely, it is not how we used to practice in India and how people are still practicing in India. It is totally different. And there are a lot of legal aspects which first of all one should respect the laws over there. And second thing is we definitely as a collectively should focus on healing people, and also working towards how we can work towards making it as also. I would not say that it is not acceptable, but to the level where they can provide some licensing and all, where everybody can
Yes.
practice. All we have to come at the single platform, and that's how we can work towards that.
Yes, because that's huge change from India, coming from India, and then you want to go anywhere outside India and then function as an Ayurvedic doctor. That's a big change. And how did you start initially when you started? How did you start? You start from a room in your house, you rented a place initially. How did you start?
I started like a home office or the study room. So I
Mm.
started basically from here only, doing one-on-one consultation. Then I started working from two different locations also outside home, rented out place, and there I side they have the setup for Panchkarma, and based upon the demand, we go from few days I work from one always suitable, especially when you have little kids also around. So yeah, at other places we have a massage therapist and other therapists. The core therapies, few core therapies, which we do by ourselves. But the Abhyanga part and other things that in the Shiva, couple of massage therapists who works for me.
Okay, fabulous. So you have therapists working with you and working for you who does the Abhyanga part. You probably do Basti and Panchkarma and other more deeper therapies. Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
yeah. Okay, because As what I have seen here, being here in UK for almost 20 years now, and then how Ayurveda practice many of us are doing, and as you know, and I know, it's complementary and it comes under complementary and alternative medicine. Then how do people start? Where should they start from? Because that's also a big question, that how should somebody do. Because if somebody just straight away want to get something on high street and then start paying that high rent, and that's going to be really difficult to survive with that kind of method. But most of us have started, as you mentioned, from a home office, from a little place in our home where you don't have to pay the overheads. Because I think we really lack this information, amongst complementary alternative medicine practitioners generally, and especially Ayurvedic practitioners, where they really have no clue how to do the business side of it, and how to set up, where to set up. So what, tell me, before, I think we just have a few minutes left, but I just really want to know, are there any marketing kind of activities that you do? You promote yourself, you give advertisements, you do TV shows. How do you promote your work?
Honestly, Ashish, it's a word of mouth.
Okay.
The whole marketing is like a word of mouth. And thanks to Facebook and the social media, which definitely when the client goes and put your review about your business honestly, irrespective of positive and negative. So that brings you up, and then the other people start coming to you. So
Hmm.
word of mouth is the one thing which is having a website also works really beautifully. The website is one thing if somebody wants to start a practice that needs to be there.
Yeah. Okay. So that's
Because that's
great.
how people connect to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
We
definitely when
need
you are,
yeah. Sorry. So you were saying about the word of mouth, and I agree that eventually it is word of mouth, where other people talk about your work and they bring in more people. But I don't know, maybe I have worked differently. I now think even more strongly that we need to promote it, because, yes, word of mouth is there. You're doing all that work in a particular community, and you can spread a lot through social media as much as you can. But there might be more people who need your help. Yeah, there are so many people we can reach out to if we are marketing ourselves a little bit more. And I just find
agree.
the whole negative view about marketing and business skills in our community, that people think, oh, if you're marketing yourself, or that means you. Why are you marketing yourself? You should just be able to. The patients should just be able to talk about you. But I just think that, yes, the people whom you are serving right now, they are telling other people, fine, that's fantastic. But then how do we reach out to more people? I want to reach out to millions of people. How do I do that? Word of mouth is not going to be enough.
Yeah, word of mouth is not sufficient, I would say, but yes, that is the main mode of meeting on various social platforms also. Like
Yeah,
here also we have so many meetup groups,
right.
and I see on especially with the referrals when you exchange the referrals, that also brings the clientele. And people, then also it creates a lot of interest, and that also brings the clientele. So
Hmm.
it's like a multi-dimensional approach. Nothing is like we have to approach like in all the directions to get
Mm.
if we want to reach more people and educate them and
Yes.
social media is the one thing, meetup groups are the another thing, giving talk on the various platforms,
Mm.
running a website also, and educate people about how the various people are practicing in Ayurveda outside India. So those are like a collective of million peoples, various peoples, right?
Mm. Mm. Okay, that's great. It's good you at least acknowledge some of them because many Ayurvedic practitioners just get really angry when you talk about business. So, but it's good that you are doing all these activities and then connecting with more people as well. So, I would really like to thank you for coming today on the show. And we are having little technical issue here about listening to each other. But if you would like to give your details, how people can reach you, please do that now.
Yeah, if somebody wants to reach me, my email ID is at oots@gmail.com. And you can check my website also. It's and one thing is always good, be natural, and that's how Ayurveda for nature, it will bring more harmony.
Yes, great, great. That's great. Thank you so much, and apologies that I woke you up so early. Hopefully, next time we'll have a better time. But
Thank you so
thank you for discussing Ayurveda and just a little more insight from your point of view, how you practice and how we are doing, things collectively and at the same time in our own individual way as well. So it's wonderful. Thank you so much, Meenakshi. Thank you for having you.
Thank you for Ashish for having me. It was nice talking to you on this platform.
Yes,
I really appreciate it.
hopefully we'll meet soon.